In this podcast episode, Jon Bon Jovi opens up about the costs of fame, the challenge of sustaining success, and his ongoing journey toward happiness and healing. For decades, Jon has been the voice of optimism and resilience for millions, yet beneath the anthems of hope lies a man grappling with vulnerability, creative evolution, and the limits of human endurance. What happens when the roar of the crowd fades? How do you rebuild when the very instrument, your voice, begins to fail? This interview unpacks those questions and more. Jon confronts the darker side of stardom with candor, calling fame a liar and a thief. Despite the glittering accolades, the sold-out stadiums, the multi-platinum albums, he admits that fame can distort reality, breed insecurity, and isolate you if you let it take control. Yet, what makes Jon's story remarkable is not his fall, but his refusal to be consumed by the high price he's paid. Unlike many peers who succumbed to the pressures of early success, Jon chose persistence over despair. He reflects on the fragile nature of triumph, acknowledging that reaching your dream early doesn't guarantee lifelong peace, but can unsettle your future if you aren't grounded. Success for Jon has never been a static trophy or glittering chart position. Rather, it's been a constant process of evolution and progress. He views the early explosive success with Slippery When Wet and New Jersey as moments in time, beautiful but fleeting. Over the years, the band's sound morphed and matured. Keep the Faith and These Days bear witness to this growth. Yet Jon insists that this evolution was never about chasing trends, but about honest self-expression and growth as a man, husband, and artist. Isn't real success about staying true to yourself through the storms and changes? One of the most intimate parts of this interview delves into Jon's vocal struggles. Since around 2015, he's faced a daunting challenge as his voice deteriorated, threatening the very core of his identity as a singer. He describes the frustration and heartbreak of surgery, the long road of recovery, and the mental toll of grappling with uncertainty. For someone who famously soared into high notes with raw power, never relying on falsetto or ease, this ordeal felt like losing a limb. Yet, Jon's approach is inspiringly grounded. He speaks of embracing excellence over perfection and learning to release burdensome expectations in favor of joy. The fear and pain didn't break him, but reshaped his relationship with music and performance. It's striking that even as he battles this personal crisis, his spiritual foundation and gratitude remain steadfast, reminding us that identity isn't just what we do, it's who we are beneath the spotlight. How would we cope if we lost our voice, literally or metaphorically? Jon's journey invites us to find strength in acceptance and adaptability. Throughout the conversation, Jon reveals a deep sense of gratitude for the elements that keep him grounded: his wife Dorothea, family, longtime bandmates, close friends, and the New Jersey roots that tether him to authenticity. The song Legendary encapsulates this ethos, highlighting friendship, contentment, joy, love, and appreciation as the true measures of a good life. Jon doesn't pretend he's reached ultimate satisfaction yet, but his outlook is mature and hopeful. He speaks thoughtfully about lasting relationships, in marriage and the band, rooted in mutual respect, give and take, and a willingness to grow together. With nearly 40 years of partnership behind him, Jon credits these bonds as pillars that helped him weather fame's storms. Love and loyalty, he suggests, are the antidotes to the loneliness and pressure that come with public life. Jon explores the unique power of music to unite people across cultures and generations. His band's optimistic anthems have transcended language barriers, often uplifting audiences in parts of the world where adversity was rampant. He recalls how Bon Jovi's music served as a beacon of hope during darker cultural moments, standing apart from prevailing melancholy trends like the grunge era. Even as the music industry and world have transformed radically, shifting from payphones to smartphones, from physical albums to viral TikTok clips, Jon believes that the core human desires remain unchanged: food, shelter, love, and the chance to dream. This timelessness fuels his music and message. Behind the spectacle of concert lights lies a demanding, often exhausting lifestyle. Jon sheds light on the physical and mental toll of the road, especially now as he ages. He emphasizes the importance of sleep, hydration, and pacing oneself, noting that he no longer attempts the punishing back-to-back shows of his youth. Maintaining vocal health is now a daily practice, a disciplined routine born of necessity and self-respect. He acknowledges that touring isn't glamorous behind the scenes. Hours of waiting, travel, and solitude are the norm. Yet his commitment to excellence and connection is unwavering. This balance of rigor and self-care offers valuable insight for anyone managing high demands and creative pressures. Jon touches gently on his growing spirituality, which centers not on ritual or dogma, but on gratitude, humility, and recognizing a higher power. His charitable work with the Soul Foundation reveals a desire to give back meaningfully, confronting poverty and hunger through innovative community kitchens that foster dignity and empowerment rather than charity alone. This sense of purpose beyond music and fame infuses Jon's life with joy and fulfillment. His narrative reflects an understanding that true happiness comes from serving others and being present to life's everyday blessings. As the interview closes, Jon offers powerful advice for anyone holding back from pursuing their dreams. Take the chance while you can, fall down if you must, but keep moving forward until you can sleep knowing you gave it your all. His own story is a testament to the messy, painful, beautiful journey of persistence, growth, and self-acceptance. No illusions of perfection cloud his vision anymore. Instead, he embraces the shared human experience of cracking under pressure and rising again with a smile. It's a reminder that heroes aren't flawless. They're just people like us, learning to carry their own light.